It's the man, the king, the god, this shit, Nick fucking Gage. You know how I start this off. Shout out to all my MDK gang members around the world. And I want to let everybody know, Blvd Bullies versus the World is a podcast. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. live on YouTube with my motherfucking boy, Larry the Legend. And what the Blvd Bullies are doing, they're trying to ignite a revolution. Within the fans unite and make the crowds electric again. So check out the Blvd Bullies vs. the World. 7 p.m. live Tuesdays with Larry the fucking Legend. MDK all fucking day.
I'm so cursed when you burn in hell forever.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blvd Bullies versus the World Playoff Edition. It's the top of the fifth with 2 outs, bases loaded. The Mets up to bat. The Mets up 6-4. Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Also, very, very important. Happy birthday, Captain Dave. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I'm your host, PK, with the Blvd Bullies. Welcome to the longest-running episodic podcast on the Blvd Bullies YouTube channel. Forever changing, forever evolving. And I'm joined by my hosts with the mosts. First of all, a man who's been all over the globe, announcing, guiding, just making his money with many, many different hairstyles, hairdos, and facial hairs. A CZW Hall of Famer, a Showcase Showdown winner, a former boat owner, and the voice of pretty much anything that matters or is worth a damn. Ladies and gentlemen, my wrestling father, Larry Legend. That was prime Ruthless. Oh! 8-4. All right, I gotta make an adjustment to the show right now. Just for those of you, I'm gonna try to stop screaming about the Mets game, and so while the show's going on, I'm going to be tweeting about the Mets. So if you want to follow along, if you're one of those, we'll just tweet about that because it's 8-4.
It's also a very special show because we're joined by Russian deathmatch legend Alex Nabiev. Don't forget that. We will be joined.
I'm not going to tell them. We'll just keep it going.
It's already this show's already started with too much sports.
My other favorite friend and co-host and cohort is Bad Take Bri, the merch guy. How are you, Brian?
I'm alive. I'm coming. And we are here.
That's right.
The texts are rolling in. Oh, boy. All right, I'll try not to talk about the Mets. That's what was distracting me. Also, they started playing at 5:30, so I started drinking at 5:30.
Hello? The Baltimore Orioles are playing the Kansas City Royals.
Yes, that's also happening right now. I see you wearing the black and orange.
Card, for that motherfucking wild card.
So I guess we'll start off today, Larry. Well, first of all, the TOD footage is gone. It's not happening.
No, it's not gone. That's just it's not gone. People are just like talking shit and they're making jokes. They're making funny little quips.
The
They're
stream
being
has
quippy.
not launched yet.
The stream has just not launched yet. It's being edited. It just takes some time. It's not fucking shit doesn't get done in fucking 3 seconds. I know we live in a place where we live with Ubers. We get Ubers and you order a cab and it comes in 3 minutes, so you don't have to wait for a cab anymore.
Yeah,
But streams are not the same for everybody.
Dude, Ryan, you just hit the motherfucking nail on the head. We live in a society of instant gratification.
Facts.
Swipe left, swipe right, like, love, or what all of that shit is, and it's not real. Bro, CZW, you used to have to tape trade. You used to have to tape trade the original Tournaments of Death. And all these motherfuckers that are like memeing and laughing at DJ because he's supposed to be like on the level of GCW. Well, this was the 21st Tournament of Death, bitch. So fuck a DJ, fuck a Zandig, fuck anybody who's been at the helm. All that matters is that a company has existed out of the ashes of ECW called CZW, and that for 21 years they have done a show that can fucking bring 500 people.
Fucking facts.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, and you
And
know,
people are spoiled little fucking pucks by the internet.
Hulu, Netflix, Tubi, all of this shit instant. Motherfuckers don't know how to edge, Pat.
Dude.
You know what I'm talking about, Pat. They don't know how to edge.
why you looking at me?
Gen Zers don't edge. They don't edge. They just come.
About.
Gen
You
Zers
get
just
off
come.
on the same shit that I do. We like to edge that fucking mushroom head before it bumps.
Hey,
girl.
today on the show, how do you say the name, Brian? How do you say the guy's name?
Girl.
The Russian.
I don't know if
My
I'm saying it right.
girl.
I call him Alex Nabiev.
Nabiev.
Everybody be sure to say Privyet Kok de la when he comes. That means hello, how are you in Russian.
Okay, great.
Privyet, Kok de la.
Yes, we have a
Yes.
very special Russian deathmatch legend on the show today. And we don't know what his internet's going to be like. We don't know what time it is there. And we
There's
don't
a
know
war.
if
There's a war currently happening in Russia. I'm surprised they have flowing internet.
I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried this guy's going to say some horrible stuff.
I might not even
about,
be able
like-
to understand what he says.
He
We're
did
gonna
make
find
a
out.
video.
He seems like a
Bullies.
very nice guy. He
Yeah, he does
called us
seem
the
nice.
Blood Bullies. He calls us the Blood Bullies because I don't think he knows that it's supposed to be Boulevard. I don't know. He probably doesn't know what Boulevard is. The abbreviation because he's from Russia.
Nabiev.
Nabiev.
So, Larry, the world has yet to see Tournament of Death, but they have now seen your performance at the kickoff, the inaugural 7 show as
And then, Pat, they did one. They did one
well,
before.
whatever. Larry, who cares about anything they've
It was
done?
no.
Bro,
before?
I
This is,
worked
again,
for them.
they've done one
Bro,
before,
I
but
worked
not
for
with
them.
Larry.
Not with
They've
Larry.
never-
I
This
worked for
it was your inaugural.
Yeah, Larry is
7
episode
show.
1. Larry is
Right.
episode 1. All right.
That's what the deal is.
Everything
And I want to
before that
correct.
was
I have to make a
preseason.
correct an incorrect statement I made. I said that Larry wore black and gold, but it was in fact black and silver. And you looked impeccable. You sounded impeccable.
Well, I'm going to say this. Was this your first time teaming with Kevin Gill, Larry? Was it your first time teaming with Kevin Gill with 2 L's? Just as I suspected. It seemed to me, and listen, I'm a Larry fan and supporter. Just from what I saw, and I skipped around, but I watched. I just feel like every time Larry would come up with like a great thing to say, that Kevin Gill would just repackage exactly what Larry said in his own Kevin Gill way. It was like a send and return. I don't know. That's my impression. But the matches were great, obviously. In the H2O Center, Houston 2-0.
Pat, it's the spirit of competition. As much as Ninja Mac wants to go out there and have a good match, he also wants to like blow Drake up on cardio. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying right now, Brian and Pat? Like, as much as Ninja Mac wants to go out there and have a banger of a first time ever encounter with Drake, he also wants to show like, yo, my cardio's up there. I'm gonna blow you up, old man. So
wants to prove himself, if you will.
Exactly. And Kevin Gill and I have danced 2 times before for Black Craft Wrestling. No apologies. That was the first time we ever danced. And we danced for Hoodfoot's All Up Color deathmatch show 2 years ago in LA. It was headlined by AJ Gray versus who was the guy that you said would think my name was Harry? JTG.
JTG, crime time.
Yeah. Oh, full circle. Brian, on 10-1, on October 1st, full circle.
Holy shit.
It was them.
Look at us.
It was them. And that was the second time I danced with Kevin Gill vocally. This was the third. For 7, this was the third. And now we get each other's rhythms. I know his sound bites. He knows my sound bites.
It was the first. It's the first. The last time you worked with him was when was Hoodfoot's thing? That was like a few years ago.
2020 April, bro. Mania that was in LA. The last Mania that was in LA. I was with Brian Keith. I was with Red Shoes. I was with Tarzan. I was with AR Fox. I was with Swerve.
They did. When was LA?
LA was like 2 years ago.
My God.
Look. It was right when I left Dan. The reason I did LA was because I had just left Dan. And I was like, yo, fuck you. I'm going to get my money. I did VXS. I did A Matter of Pride. And I did some shit. Something. I did something over there.
Well, anyway, long story short, the world is buzzing about your amazing commentary.
Hoodfoot shit. The Hoodfoot shit with Kevin Gill.
You already said that. You already said that. You said that one. That was number 2. Anyway, your commentary was amazing. Brian, as a fan, did you consume this? Do you have any opinions on Larry's performance or anybody else?
Dude, Larry is just wherever Larry goes is just he elevates whatever is going on around him. But I just want to say that one of the funniest moments to me was when Nate Webb came out, and Nate Webb comes out to a Teenage Dirtbag. And I guess not many people in Houston at the Houston Premier Arena knew that song, because the only 2 people singing to the song was Nate Webb and Kevin Gill.
74 and 75-year-old.
Yes, the 2 oldest men in the room singing Teenage Dirtbag.
Wow, that makes me feel terrible because I feel like
funny.
I would have been
and
right
Kevin
there
Gill,
with them.
Kevin Gill is on commentary, so he's mic'd up, and you can clearly hear him say the wrong lyrics.
No!
Which is also very funny.
No! Brian, no.
Yep.
The size of those shorts, the length of those socks, how would he possibly?
But well, also get well soon, Nate Webb. He broke his.
Oh my God! Did you see
collarbone.
the X-ray? Shattered, just a million pieces.
Dude, Schlack. It might be shattered because after the match, Schlack actually stomps on it 3 times. So maybe it was like all right, and then Schlack completely shatters.
I think Schlack was Schlack was trying to get it back into place. He thought it maybe was a dislocated shoulder.
Yeah.
So he was trying to get it back into place.
Brian, do you remember what lyric he got wrong?
It was when they say Iron Maiden, he says you instead of listen to Iron Maiden with you, and it's listen to Iron Maiden with me. he fucks up. He says you. He says listen to Iron Maiden with you, baby.
Let me tell you one thing. There was one fan in the Houston Premier Arena, the Houston Premier Sports Arena, that
H2O.
As soon as they saw HPSA, Pat. As soon as they saw that Nate was fighting instead of Hoodfoot, they jumped on their chair and they were so excited. And I almost felt like that Nate was there for that guy.
So you're saying that more than two people sang the song, Larry?
Oh my God. There was one fan. He's hard cam. No, he's not hard cam side. He's on the side that the hard cam was positioned on. Thank you, Kevin Gill, for smartening me up just by your delivery at the intro. Because I didn't know. I didn't know where I would probably face the wrong way if Kevin Gill hadn't got out. But anyway, he was on the side that the hard cam was on. He was right up on the chair. Like hands like yes. Yes, and singing every lyric to that song.
Well, there you go, Brian, with your false information.
Well, I'm going to tell you on the stream, you couldn't hear him because Kevin Gill is on commentary, mic'd up, singing the song. So you can't hear anybody.
Yeah. Huh. Not a great choice.
Well,
Larry, where were you when this was going on?
Can I reveal?
We like reveals.
At the time that Nate came out, Drake Younger was running the show. Okay? The promoter was God. Had other business at the time that match took place. Had other business.
Well, a billionaire would have to come and go.
As he pleases.
As he pleases.
Drake was running the show.
Got into a helicopter, just flew right off.
So what I'm trying to say is we were having like an old school good time, an OG good time. And I bet you Kevin Gill just got caught up in the moment of that song. And also kind of the disappointment of no Hoodfoot. Come on.
Yeah, Hoodfoot couldn't be around, so we
want to see that belly. We want to see the titties. We want to see the nipples in the Abbey gear. You know, we want to see the Black Tremont of the Midwest.
Right. And instead of Hoodfoot, they played the whitest song ever written. The gods were not happy. The gods were not very happy about that.
But Joe was probably just trying to give him that extra punch.
They created by doing that type of drastic change. They created like a psychic tornado of energy that broke Nate Webb's collarbone into 1,000 pieces.
I think that the megaphone horn needs to be banned from wrestling. Like, you know how there's an air horn when there's a big spot, and that's cool, it's good. There's people that sit there with megaphones and they blow the air horn. It's not even enjoyable.
No, they were actually voted the second most obnoxious, right behind you, actually.
I will take second to that because I am even annoyed by that. It makes the stream annoying to watch. Even I guess maybe live it's not as annoying. You can't hear it, but on the stream the microphone just picks up the fucking sound.
Larry, you were there in the building. Was it horrible and horrifying and annoying?
Well, you know, I am a big fan of fellow Sagittarius Robert Lottie. I'm a big fan of him. I'm a big fan of Hat Guy ECW, Vladimir. I'm a big fan of these people that don't miss a show. They don't miss a show. and they do things that kind of like make it a signature show. So I as an announcer, from the air horns in the arena to Robert Lottie all around New York and Queens and Long Island, I'm so used to those fucking like, what the fuck? Like, what, does someone have a fucking air horn? Does someone have does someone have that in the fucking crowd? I'm so used to that right now in 22 years in that I almost felt like it gave like kind of a vibe. Kind of a vibe.
Dude, I am all for noise, but not when Larry's doing announcements. Like if the announcer is making an announcement.
Okay. Now listen.
And there's a time for it. There's a time.
Hold on, listen, Pat. Let me just say.
I was muted. It's
before
fine.
before we get to that, let me just say, Brian is absolutely right, and I feel like that at the January XPW show that we covered on Blvd Bullies versus the World, there was a lot of people that were like, "Yo, they were doing that shit over your announcing, and every time you tried to announce, they were doing that shit." Bro, I don't care. You still can hear me ring hell's bells. It don't matter.
You tuned out. You're fully tuned out.
Make it loud. Yeah, I didn't even. I mean, I heard it, but I was like, "Oh, like, okay, I don't give a shit."
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it makes the viewers tight because we want to hear Larry. We want to hear your pipes.
Huh?
We want to hear you, Larry. We don't want to be drowned out by fucking sirens.
Dude, Brian,
that's all.
Brian, there is no motherfucking sound on God's green earth that can drown me out. And let me tell you something. I have listened to every announcement that I've done on that show and every ounce of commentary that I did with Kevin Gill. I can hear myself clear as motherfucking day. The only time that I give myself criticism was for the Drake intro. And the crowd was so loud for Drake's intro that you can't even hear me fuck up, okay? Because I fucked up. I fucked up a little bit on Drake's intro. You can't even hear it because the crowd is so loud because they love Drake so much that until it was brought up on this cast, just like that night, I didn't even notice that shit.
Yeah, relax, Brian.
I did not even know.
Let's get
so
to
what I think is that whoever was doing that has someone like recruited to be like, "Hey, talk about how I was drowning Larry out with my siren." You weren't. You motherfucking weren't. So siren it up. Air horn it up. Nobody was drowning me out. And Brian, if you listen, if you watch again and listen.
How dare you, Brian?
I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that says
it. Fucking ass sounds like the motherfucking Hall of Famer that I fucking am for every intro, despite whoever was ringing that bell or horn or whatever.
Well, first of all, there was two. Second of all, I'm not the only person that has this complaint. Multiple.
Who has it, Brian?
How dare you?
Who has
How
it?
dare
Who
you?
has it?
Let's get
Who
to
has
Larry's
the complaint?
favorite part of the show.
Who has the complaint?
More than 5 people, Larry.
Fuck them. Watch me at Tournament of Death 10. Watch me at Urban Wrestling Federation.
It has nothing to do with you.
Watch me at Ring of Honor. Watch me at NYWC. If it fucking really, if it really gets your panties in a bunch that you couldn't hear me in the H2O or the fucking Houston Arena, there's a plethora of shit where you can hear me. So who gives a fuck?
It's annoying, Larry. It's highly annoying. I would say it's very annoying to watch a show.
Shut the fuck up. It's the same shit that I was saying about Joe Beisler. We don't have to talk about him. We don't have to talk about Joe Beisler.
I watched the show. I'm giving my opinion. I'm giving my opinion.
The fact that 5 people were like, oh,
more than 5, multiple, maybe 25.
Fuck them 5 people. They just want static.
People are allowed to have opinions, Larry.
Yeah, but we don't want to talk about it on our platform.
It's my opinion too. I have the same opinion.
You couldn't hear?
Guys.
You didn't even remember which colors I was wearing.
I just watched it. The stream. I watched all that, motherfucker.
Who the fuck
So
are
it
you
finally
to talk
comes out
how
about
I
the colors.
sounded when you couldn't even remember which colors I was wearing?
The colors.
There was one match. There was one match when we saw it live, and then we had the podcast 4 days later, and I didn't remember the exact colors. I just watched it the full stream today for the first time. And I'm giving my opinions on the show that I watched fully on YouTube.
Guys, Captain Dave, happy birthday. As far as the air horn situation in wrestling, sometimes I get mixed reactions. Sometimes it's cool, but sometimes it gets utterly annoying when somebody is trying to speak or cut a promo.
People agree with me.
Well, I think it's split. Hey, let's get to Larry's favorite part of the show. It's the giveaway time. What time is it? We got Alexander. How do you say it?
Nabiev
coming on the show. So last week, if you commented on the program, you are entered to win this 2XL XPW I Hope You Die t-shirt. Let's get to the comments. Wesley Easter has a few comments, so I'm going to combine them all. POR, Hardcore Grand Prix is October 6th. Y'all, make the trip to Timberville, Virginia. I'm fat, Brian. Let me get that 2X. I need that damn shirt. What's up, MFs? Got a new phone? And I got my YouTube back. Let's get it. All right, Wesley Easter weighing in heavily. No pun intended. In line for the 2X. The Rhinestone Cowboy, who has a segment on the show that we will squeeze in right before our interview after this.
I watched it.
Schlack coming in. Billionaire Schlack saying, Rick Rude, God-level male stripper, Chippendale mustache. And there has been lengthy discussion about who has the best wrestling mustache. Obviously, everybody follow Rhinestone Buchanan, who's a fun guy. I think he did top 71 mustaches after his appearance on this show. Shout out Schlack. Doing great after Brian ruined your XPW career. Sam Meek says, let's fucking go, boys. Brew Unstoppable says, Gins is the Grim Reaper of deathmatch wrestling. Rest in peace, Kit. Hashtag tag rope. I feel like he's referring to the backyard where there was a tag rope.
You killed him.
Can I just also take a second to say briefly, just 10 seconds, that Sean is mad at me because I called him out about the group chat. And now we cannot even enjoy fantasy football. We can't even enjoy fantasy football together. He promised me, he quit Blvd Bullies the day before our fantasy football draft. The day before our fantasy football draft, he quit Blvd Bullies. He didn't leave the Blvd Bullies group chat. I texted him and his brother, and I said, hey, I just want to make sure you guys are solid for fantasy football, and that you guys are going to set your lineups every week and really care and be good players like I vouched for you to be. And then I guess the next week I said something about Sean leaving the group chat, and out of spite to me, he has not set his lineup, and he's gone 0-3. And I just want to let him know that I'm 1-3. And I'm right there at the bottom with you, brother. And it's time to start reading those articles and searching for those waiver wire pickups and getting our teams back together. Thank you. Larry, did you have something to say? Horror, Pain, Gore, Death says, I was at Pondo's first CZW match in 2000 versus Ian Rotten. Very sick scissors spot. No Santa. Only Xanta. Rest in peace, balls. Bren153 says, this was a great watch. Very informative. Good luck to Brian heading to Pakistan to get his hair plugs and heel extensions. Our boy about to be 5'7". Great work, Pat and Larry. Larry, what do you have to say about that?
It was great work.
Axel Knows 90 says, Brian, stop crying about Santa like the Indian guy in Bad Santa.
My opinion.
Bad Santa, top 5 Christmas film?
For me, 100%.
Larry?
I love that little fucking weird one. You have to see that movie, Larry.
Ariel Paddock 7741 says, Larry, Steph said she loved your outfit at 7.
I love Steph.
Mr. August Record says,
she subscribed to my OnlyFans.
It's me. It's that BLVD. Brought to you by Heineken Silver. Thank you. And then Jimmy Controversy starting his path, starting his movement to try to get himself on the show, just leaves a bunch of prayer hands, just praying that one day he can be on the show. All right, so Brian, do you have a winner of the shirt from the comments that I just read?
I've actually this week I've chosen to use my veto powers for the giveaways, and I am just deciding to give it to Wesley Easter because he asked nicely for it.
Wow.
So Wesley Easter is the winner of this week's giveaway.
Well, while you guys were arguing viciously, just chomping, and eating up valuable minutes of the show arguing, I was holding up this Vince McMahon, Blvd Bullies, Evil Empire t-shirt. It's a medium. I have one medium. No, that's a lie. I have 2 mediums and 1 extra large left of this t-shirt. And if you comment on this YouTube video, like it, comment on it, and we will give the Vince McMahon shirt away, because that's the next thing I want to talk about for the next 10 to 15 minutes is this Vince McMahon documentary. Top of Larry's head. Did you see the documentary in all of its 6 hours?
I stopped about 30 minutes into episode 6 because I realized I had been worked.
How do you mean? How were you worked?
Well, there was a lot of clamoring about it. But by the time we got to episode 6, about 30 minutes in, I was like, oh, this is an ad. This is a commercial, because it dawned on me that although I was gripped by like hearing the Ultimate Warrior Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant Hulk Hogan and Hulk Hogan rock shit, as much as I was gripped by that, that wasn't about Vince. That's more Pat Patterson. That's more like the agents that are putting that shit together. That's more like, like, it's not Vince. So I am a Cult of Cornette member, and I think he hit the nail on the head. 2, 5, and 6 are the episodes. Other than that, it was just like fucking like, hey, we're coming to Netflix. It's not for wrestling fans, y'all. If you're a wrestling fan, and if you're our generation of wrestling fans, you know all this shit. There's already been inside editions and Meltzers, and there's already been shit about all of this shit. So I kind of was like, as well as they packaged it and kind of like hooked me with Vince in the ring at the beginning, by the time I was at the end, I was like, I wasted time. I knew all this shit, and none was revealed. So yeah. I was like,
I agree. I think it started out very, very strong, first episode. And then like 2, 3, 4, 5 were just all things I already knew. Yeah. And it wasn't made for us. You know what I mean? It was made for like Netflix people.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
And there was a lot of. I will say that there were some pieces of footage that I hadn't seen, interesting comments. I mean, the most fascinating thing was Vince. But I don't know. I enjoyed
Shane.
Sick.
I enjoyed Shane, hearing Shane talk about his dad. That was
Shane
very
was
cool.
good. Shane was good.
Yo, Meltzer.
There was a lot of
things.
There was a lot of things. Meltzer had his fucking fly open. My beautiful Albanian wife pointed it out to me, and it was very funny that they didn't tell him to close his zipper during some of the interviews. But besides that, I enjoyed it. It was definitely things that I like already knew, but hearing them come from people's mouths was interesting. I shed some tears. There was tears from me.
You cried? You cried during the Vince doc?
Dude, hearing Shane like talk about his father and seeing people have emotions talking about that kind of shit, it's emotional shit. And it's very
sensitive.
interesting to hear.
You are such a sensitive boy.
I like that shit.
I thought I was.
I think it's very strange that they would release this documentary without knowing if like this guy is going, like Vince McMahon is going through these trials and he's not proven guilty or not guilty, and they're making you feel for him, and they don't know if he's this guy that may be a monster, but they put this shit out. It's very strange.
I don't know. I thought Hogan came off not bad either. I mean, yeah, he was like, oh my God, yo. It's like this. At the time of Vince and Hogan on the path to WrestleMania 1, they were like the renegades. They were like the outlaws. They were like the dope fucking dudes stopping at nothing to do their thing. And Hogan and Vince were arm in arm the whole time. So you think like a year passes, some douche with fucking, cow print pants comes in and dangly earrings, Jesse the Body, who basically is nowhere near Hogan at the time. He's going to start a union. Yo, of course Hogan's going to go to Vince. And, by the way, in the end, Hogan didn't dime out Vince to the feds on the stand.
Right, they thought he was going to talk mad shit.
He played them and worked them so that he was the star witness, and then he fucking got Vince off by telling the truth.
Well, so one thing that dawned on me is, do you think that was kind of like like here's your payment for my Arsenio lie? Remember
well, not only Arsenio, but yeah, maybe.
That's what I mean, like, after watching all the way through half an hour through episode 6, I was like, oh, are they kind of juxtaposing Hogan's blatant lie on Arsenio that made him like, into the WCW run, which was actually just a poison. Because remember when Vince brought the NWO back to WWE, he was like, I'm going to inject a poison into WWE.
A lethal injection of poison. Yo, but the whole series could have just been the first episode and the last episode. And the theme running through that was like, not only childhood trauma, which was very fucking fascinating. Thinking about it, they basically said that like Vince fucked his mom.
No, he didn't fuck his mom. His mom raped him.
His mom, okay, yeah. Okay,
she raped him as a child.
His mom raped him.
And he was
abused.
As a child. He was heavily abused.
Yeah, heavily abused. Horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah, it was just fucking.
And that shit turns people into monsters, dude. If that shit happens to you as a kid, that's like it really disturbing shit.
Well, I thought it was the first episode gripped me because it was like all these wrestlers saying, "Hey, if you want to take a look at the world, take a look at wrestling." The wrestling just reflects the world. It's like, oh, okay, so back in the early 90s when every foreigner was like evil, they did all those foreigner angles, right? It's like, oh, you can't trust the foreigners. And like
there was legitimate wars. There was actual wars going on, and they would pander
just
off
this
the
idea
wars.
that like wrestling is like Americana, and it's like a reflection of itself, and the pro wrestlingification of like Donald Trump, and like the fucking like just media and all this stuff. Very, very fascinating, interesting. Vince McMahon around the whole thing. Very, very fascinating, interesting. But it's like, when I was watching those WrestleMania clips, I couldn't help but, get emotional myself and get sensitive. Like, wow, like how dope was it to be like on the cutting edge of the movement? How great was it to be on the wave of the movement? Oh man, I was born too late. I grew up in the wrong era. Even fucking, it's not personal, just business. They kept saying that. That's from The Godfather. Tony Soprano says, it's good to be in on the ground floor of things, but I wake up every morning feeling like I just missed it. So it's like Americana, that's Americana. Americana is, I just missed it. That's like modern fucking Americana. Like, nostalgia, and I just missed it. Like everything happened just before I cared. And it's just fucking fascinating.
Yeah, you feel nostalgic now because the world has come to shit and everybody sucks.
But everybody feels that way all the time and wishes they were born before when the world wasn't that. Everybody born always thinks the world they live in at the time is shit and wish that they were born before the time that they were born in.
People that were watching wrestling then weren't thinking that. They all were heavily invested and loved it.
Just fascinating. That's another thing. That's one of the notes I wrote down.
It didn't exist because it didn't exist before. Like the way that wrestling was then, it didn't exist before, and now it doesn't exist now. So it's like we long for it.
Larry, how's the kitties?
They're good. I'm showing a lot of affection to my girl Mariah. That cat Martini named this cat Mariah. Yeah, she doesn't get a lot of my affection, but she's my last one that I rescued.
She lets you toss her around. That's kind of crazy, dude.
Well, I know how to handle some pussy.
My fat cat, I could never do that. He gets so scared. He lets grips. He's very grippy,
Well, this cat does how they knead or whatever that thing's called.
Yeah. Make muffins.
Dude, this cat has done that on me since I first picked it up. It's been like, you're my mom. You're my mom. I know food's coming from you. You're my mom. And it's cool.
Hey, let's get to the viewers' new favorite part of the show, which is Thoughts from a Cowboy. Rhinestone Cowboy, that is.
Very funny. Very funny, dude.
1, 2. That's it. That's it. That's it. With your arms now. That's it. That's it. Move.
Hey, goddammit, it's the Rhinestone Cowboy, stoned as always, and here on the Blvd Bullies every Tuesday on YouTube, and you can't censor us, you can't ban us, and you can go stick this right up your ass and rotate, because it's my segment, and I'm going to talk about what I want to, and we're going to talk about this. Yeah! Adult content. I'm an adult. I'm 40 years old. I like boobs. I like ass. I like vagine. And I like other stuff that's strange that I can't talk about. But Battle Bang. How about that in the deathmatch world? Huh? How about that in the deathmatch world? We're looking for things we never did before. I think I found the answer. There's a lot of dirty diggity dogs out there. Michael Sorvino will be running around all around this place, so we might need to reel the horses in before we go full on with this. But Battle Bang was a hell of a goddamn idea. It was good stuff, entertaining stuff, had me thrilled beyond belief. Battle Bang, deathmatch, oh yeah, 2 belts and 2 chicks at the same time. That's what I'm talking about. Bring it back. Battle Bang. Deathmatch. Rhinestone Cowboy hitting aces. I am the fuck machine.
Is it for a bad reason?
We just watched the Rhinestone Cowboy talk about Battle Bang. I will correct. I'll do some fact checking.
Adult content. Content.
He said that we can't be stopped and we can't be banned, but we are in day 60 of a 90-day ban from YouTube from being monetized, and they
not
can
from
probably
this show.
delete
Not from this show. It's because of what you do on your personal time with the YouTube channel. Don't blame this show. Yeah, cover your face.
My personal time.
In shame.
My personal time. All right, you're right. Anyway, thank you, Rhinestone Cowboy. Everybody follow Rhinestone Cowboy. He's doing things, including this show, and it's just a very great time and a great time to be a cowboy.
And a bully.
And a bully.
We are the non-paid sponsors of We Love Wrestling Death Wish tournament, which is coming up next year. Larry will be there. Larry will be there. Me and Patrick will try our best to be there. It is now in Chicago, isn't it, Larry? I think it's now at the Berwyn Eagles.
Finally! I finally get to do that venue.
All right, wait. I'm sorry. Let me not fucking pontificate like a fucking asshole.
It's okay.
Just be sure. Berwyn, Illinois, Berwyn Eagles, confirmed. It is March 1st, 2025. Berwyn Eagles, doors 3 p.m. Already signed, John Wayne Murdoch, J.J. Escobar, Dr. Redacted, Chuck Stein, Dysfunction, Dmitry Alexandrov, Hoodfoot, Lil Sicko, Bryant Woods, Eric Dillinger, Remington Roar, and there is a 12th mystery entrant that we are waiting to announce.
I'm looking up Battle Bang.
Okay, well, we're talking about the event we sponsor. Death Wish, We Love Wrestling, March 1st, 2025.
Looks like a solid film.
You know what, Brian? I'm glad that you brought that show up. Because, when I was first approached about doing that show, I was like, yo, I've never done Milwaukee. I want to visit all the states that begin with M. Maine, Montana, Milwaukee, all of them. Michigan, I got that off the list. I said, I want to visit all the states that begin with M. And, oh wait, Wisconsin, but whatever. I've never done a show in Wisconsin. But now that you told me that it's in Chicago.
W is just an upside down M.
It's in Chicago?
It's in Chicago.
I've done a bunch of shows in Chicago.
So now you're less excited? Are you less excited?
How did it move from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a place I'd never been? I'm trying to catch up to MLJ. How does it move from Milwaukee, Wisconsin to Chicago, a place I've already been?
They must be. Are they far from each other? I have no idea. I'm not very good at geography.
It's the breadbasket.
It's the breadbasket, Brian.
We call it the breadbasket.
What does that mean?
That means
it's
America. The middle of America, Brian. It's not LA.
Harvesting
it's
wheat.
Not New York. It's Midwest.
It's where you get all your bread.
America,
so Wisconsin's right next to Illinois?
Yeah, Chicago, Illinois, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But bro, I've never done a show in Milwaukee. I've never done a show in Milwaukee.
I would like to shout out. You know what hat that I really liked as a child? The Milwaukee Brewers hat that it was a baseball
well,
glove.
How dare you say that?
be...
Because right now the New York Metropolitans are playing the Milwaukee Brewers. Okay?
I like that hat. My dad used to make fun of me because I bought that hat.
He should have. He should have whooped you. Should have gave you the old Vince McMahon Sr.
No, it was his stepfather.
His stepfather. Jim.
I'm not happy to learn that show has been changed to Chicago.
I don't know why, but there's a reason why. I don't know it, but it is now the Berwyn. You were excited for 1 second when I said it was at the Berwyn Eagles, Larry.
I've never been there.
So
I've never
be
been to
excited.
the show there.
So that's exciting. You get to eat deep dish pizza. Do you like deep dish pizza?
Brian, can I tell you that the first time I ever flew on a plane in my life, it was to go to Chicago. It was for the Jerry Springer show. We're talking like a long time ago. No, it wasn't 19. It was like 2000. But I have been to Chicago so many times.
Do you like Chicago? Or do you not like it?
It's very difficult to drive in.
Oh, God.
I'll say that Chicago is probably right up there with Houston and Orlando.
When you say hard to drive, is it because of the other pedestrians driving?
By the way, it's the middle of the 8th. The Mets are beating the Brewers 8-4. Okay?
Expressways.
So it's like long exits.
People are aggressive. They drive trucks. They drive Maseratis.
Trucks and Maseratis, Brian.
And they're going to get to where they're getting to.
Let me text our guest.
What else you got coming up, Larry?
Did you record that soundbite that I gave you last episode of Thanks to the Blvd Bullies? I've got so many goddamn bookings.
We are like, I mean, we don't promote this show at all. We don't clip anything, and we aren't put onto Apple Music or Spotify. But we're gonna change this. We're gonna change it all. We're gonna start clipping this show. We're gonna start posting bites. We're gonna start fucking being anywhere you can hear any podcast that you love.
Wow.
And we're evolving. We're evolving here at the Blvd Bullies. So soon, Larry.
Brian's going to go to Turkey and get a hair transplant, look like you, and then...
Why are you saying that I need hair transplants?
2 months later,
I have bad hair,
I'm going to... Oh, hold on.
Look at the...
Here we go.
You're right on time here.
Right on time. Our exalted guest.
How's it going, brother?
Привет! Как дела?
Oh, man. Привет, мой друг.
Drug! Привет, my Drug! Yes, bro! Wow. Yes! That's an ultraviolet Drug! Yes, dude! Yes! My Drug! Yeah!
It's crazy to hear Russian language from the American people.
Drug, I know from Clockwork Orange. Okay? Really? That's where I know that from. And yes, I love to hear that. I love it.
Clockwork Orange of Fun on Russian will be Заводной апельсин.
Try to say that, Larry.
No,
Заводной апельсин.
Заводной апельсин.
Yeah.
That's Clockwork Orange.
Yep.
We're learning Russian slowly but surely.
Oh,
How are you?
Thank
How are you?
Thank you.
Actually, I'm not that good. My knee is broken and I have tumor in my brain, but I'm okay, actually.
I saw on Facebook you said your knee was broken, but tell us about this tumor.
It's not cancer. It's like, acoustic neuroma.
And what is it? Yeah, what is that?
I'm not sure what the fuck is this. It's like one people from 100 have this kind of fucking disease. My right ear almost deaf. I can't hear it. I came to the doctor, and I thought it's like some old injury, with my ear. But MRI showed I have like tumor, and because of it, I can't hear with my right ear properly. Shit sucks.
Yeah.
Is it from wrestling? Would you chalk it up to this happening because of your style of wrestling?
I don't think so, because I have a friend who had like acoustic neuroma too, but he never wrestled or did sports. So
So
I'm
is
not
it?
even sure why.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Oh
So
no!
I should like doing treatment and came to the wrestling, but during my stunt double shit at the movie, I broke my fucking knee really bad.
So you broke your knee filming a movie,
Yep.
not even wrestling.
No.
Holy shit!
What
That's
kind of
the
movies do you?
stupidest shit ever. If I broke my knee because of wrestling, it wouldn't be like so sad. But because of fucking movie, shit sucks.
So is that your regular job that you are a stunt double for movies?
Sometimes yes, sometimes I'm working like in a filming crew, like
Stage.
administrator or some shit. It's best job I ever had because I had like 100 shittiest jobs in my life. It's like the book of Charles Bukowski called Factotum. So this is the best job I ever had.
Pays the
What's the
bills.
shittiest job you've ever had? Shittiest job.
Uh, I texted reviews for the funeral homes.
That sounds
It's
awesome.
like
That sounds like a great
I
job.
I walked all over my fucking hometown,
And you went to
and
all
I
the funeral homes.
I just came to the like funeral house, and I texted like, "Thank you very much. You did funeral very fucking great. My relatives now are in peace because your workers are so fucking awesome and so fucking epic." And they gave me like 400 rubles to the beer, for that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jobs are
Also,
jobs.
I worked with the archaeological group, just digging bones of people from the 13th century. It was fun, actually.
So like archaeology, like an
Yeah,
archaeologist.
yeah, yeah. But I'm just working with the shovel, just
Gotcha.
digging people's
Just
bones
digging,
from.
just digging bones, just digging bones
Yeah,
for
yeah,
money. That's sick,
yeah.
dude. It was a subway. It was a subway, Patrick.
I remember Ian Roth was working. So, is it like a gravity bong you have there?
Me, I'm smoking. This is a vaporizer. It's a volcano vaporizer.
So fucking cool. I'm
So
I'm
good,
out
so
of
good, dude.
dope. They out of dope. I have only this fucking stupid thing.
It's a vaporizer.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's
and
okay.
in Russia,
Okay.
it's not legal. Weed's not legal in Russia, right?
Why? No, no, it's legal here.
Oh, it's legal.
Marijuana is completely illegal here.
Oh, so is there? So there's this.
Hey.
So you can go to a store and buy it,
Vaporizer?
or like, can you buy weed in a store?
Yeah, no,
Flower.
no. You can go to the jail like on 5 years for like a few nuggets of marijuana. That shit is fucking sucks, man.
But you can have vaporizers.
That's
It's
nicotine.
not. It's like tobacco vaporizer.
Oh,
Okay.
nicotine. It's nicotine.
Okay.
Got
I
it. Got it.
said
Got
that
it.
shit is stupid.
So weed bad jail. Weed go to jail.
Yep, but all people here just if they like both marijuana from the dark net or from the some SM dude called drug dealer, we just, place marijuana in our pants. So cops
in the
won't
balls.
check
You put it
our
in your
pants.
balls.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
right, right,
Yeah,
right.
in the gooch. Classic.
So okay. So wrestling questions. What got you into professional wrestling? Like, what got you into wrestling?
I was a big fan from my, childhood, from like 5 years old or so. I just saw on the TV two big guys beating the living shit out of each other, and I thought, wow, that shit is wild. I don't know what it is, but I like it. And when in my hometown, little wrestling school was open, I I don't know. My English is not very good, but I think you know what I mean.
Yes. So as far as
Mhm,
when you were
mhm.
watching wrestling in Russia, were you watching like WWE or was it like a big Russian promotion?
I suppose it was like WCW, maybe. I'm not even sure because I was like 5 or 6 years old. I still don't know what kind of match I saw. But in the 2009, there was some Russian Federation on Russian national TV. It was like 2 years in a row, and I became even a bigger fan. But in Russia, nobody did death matches. We never had like barbed wire matches or like light tubes matches, all that stuff. And I always wanted and dreamed to do this. And I couldn't understand why people don't want to do this kind of style.
Especially in
Because
Russia.
I think it's very entertainment, and I think Russian people are fucking crazy. So death matches is like the best possible style of wrestling in our country.
So what got you into death matches, exposed you to death matches at first?
Federation where I debuted called Goki City Wrestling, and we wanted to do some revolutionary stuff in Russia and make like hardcore matches. And when I was a student, I saw those hardcore matches. It was completely soft fucking core. It was like a few plastic chairs and a leather belt. It's not that hardcore, I suppose. Where I debuted, I asked the promoter, could I do like the barbed wire match? And he said, yeah, why not? If you're so dumb to do this
But
for free,
what gave you the
let's go.
idea? What's the first death match, barbed wire match you've seen? What did you see to give you that in Russia?
Uh, First ever death match I saw, it was CZW Tournament of Death 2009 or 2010. First ever.
And you just found you found it on YouTube? Did you like just find it on YouTube?
We figured.
I accidentally found on Russian social media a little clip called Bloody Wrestling. And I thought, what the fuck is going on? It's like we're killing each other. It's not, it's not fucking John Cena stuff. And why we're using fucking light tubes? It has mercury in it. What the fuck is going on? And I decided I want to do this. No matter how bad it's gonna be, no matter what kind of injury I'm gonna get and how much money I'm gonna, get for it. It was like a child dream comes true for me.
Mhm.
So did you bring death matches to Russia? Or were they doing it? They weren't doing it before you were doing it in Russia?
Actually, yeah, me and Alexei Khitrikh did a match with the barbed wire, and he had a box cutter and sliced my forehead with it. It was the whole venue was full of fucking blood, and Russian people are dumb or crazy or both, because some people from the uh, first row, from the audience, they saw blood like literally came from my forehead, all over the place, and they said it's like plastic blood, it's not real. So they said I have some kind of plastic pocket under my skin with fake blood. That shit, is tremendous. Even to think that we are the poor bastard and stupid bastard could like put a plastic bag of fake blood in our, skin.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
No, any fucking blood that you see in a death match is fucking real blood. And if anybody wants to deny that, they can just fucking fuck off.
Yeah, 100%. Fuck off and die.
Slow.
and
Die
die, yeah.
slow. Slowly.
That's slow.
Oh, so who would you say is like your top 4 deathmatch legends, like a Mount Rushmore? I don't know if you have a Mount Rushmore in Russia, a monument, a monument of legendary
top 4
people.
monument. If you had to build 4 statues of your
Of all
favorite
time.
wrestlers across the
Death
greatest
match.
mountain in Russia, whose faces would you put?
Terry Funk, Schlag, and John Zendik.
Let's
Terry
fucking go.
Funk, Schlack, Zonda, John
You have the same.
Zandon.
You have the same tattoo as Necro Butcher.
Yeah, but I stole it from the Trevor Phillips from GTA 5.
Oh,
Ah.
yeah.
When I found out that Necro Butcher has the same tattoo, it was even better for me to
I
understand.
don't think that Necro Butcher played GTA 5, though.
No, he got. I think that Necro Butcher got it because he actually.
That's
he
like
got
the
it.
crazy part about it, is that I don't think he's ever played it.
I saw a picture of the Necro Butcher with the DVD of this game, CD disc with this game. I suppose he's a big fan of video games.
Oh,
Maybe not so big, but I suppose Necro Butcher playing video games. I saw some, photos, videos. Why not? It's hard to believe, but why not?
No, I love
Anything's
this.
possible. Anything's fucking possible.
Yeah.
So speaking of
Okay,
Necro Butcher, give us some dream matches for you. What are some dream opponents for you? Things that you look to do in deathmatch.
Of course, Necro Butcher, Madman Panda, Schlag. Dr. Redacted is pretty fucked up as some crazy fucking guy.
Everybody loves Dr. Redacted, bro. Everybody loves Dr.
Even in
Redacted.
Russia, dude. It's fucking crazy.
Love that.
Yeah.
We would love, everybody here in America, any deathmatch fan wants is you to come here and fight people, and it sucks. So a fan has asked the question. Chase Orlock asked the question: Is the war affecting the deathmatch or wrestling scene in general?
I suppose not a bit. I suppose not, because Russian pro wrestling scene is small, so it's not affect on that. And also in Ukraine, I saw the news that Die Hard Dustin Lee debuted in Ukraine, in Kiev, and did a death match, first death match for 16 years. For him.
Wow. I didn't know that was in Kiev.
He's in Kiev right now.
Which is Jerry Lawler's theme song, The Great Gate of Kiev. If you never knew that Jerry Lawler, every time he came out in WWE, did that song with all of the trumpets and shit, that's called The Great Gate of Kiev.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Why so? I don't understand.
Well, he's the
never
king.
Been in Kiev.
He's the king. Well, he's the king.
So
Alexander.
For the fans watching at home who might not know about you, give us what kind of deathmatch wrestler you are, a synopsis. Who can they compare you to while thinking about the greats? Who are your influences? And furthermore, where can they go to see your clips?
YouTube, I have a lot of free matches on YouTube. All my almost every match, it's on YouTube. But it's sometimes it's difficult to find because most of the stuff on Russian language, and even I can't understand how to find some of my matches because of it. It's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Now I have a Telegram channel. If you ever heard about Telegram.
we know you. That's why we found you. That's why you're on here.
People who might be watching who wouldn't know, Where they watch your clips.
Imagine the people that are watching know.
I'm just saying.
What can I say about myself? I'm like almost one and only deathmatch wrestler in Russia. I love death matches, and I will come back. If this tumor won't kill me, I will come back and kill and maul. You know, I love death matches for life. It's the greatest fucking sport.
I think you should take deathmatch to Uganda.
I agree.
You know, the Uganda, the Africans. The Africans are doing a lot of things. Cody Rhodes talks about them, but they don't have no light tubes. Bring the light tubes to Africa.
Stove ground wrestling from Uganda. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah,
I saw the clip. I saw their show on YouTube. It's very similar to what we do here.
Yes. Yes.
Same energy.
The blood and sand. The blood and
sand.
Yes. Yes. It will be awesome fucking collaboration, you know? Like wrestlers from Russia versus wrestlers from Uganda. Who's the crazier, you know?
Coming.
Alex, I want to tell you that...
How do you say coming in Russian?
How do you say
coming? Come.
Chat. Conchet.
Conchet. We're conchetting everywhere. Conchetting all over.
I just want to let you know, Alex, that people in the chat are clamoring, saying, oh, man, this guy in Dr. Redacted would be so sick. We got to get something started. Let's bring this guy to America. Agree. Let's get that tumor out. Alex, Russian madman, good English. Thanks to Blake O. They say they found out about you thanks to Blake O. Who's Blake O?
Yeah, Blake.
We know Blake.
The pirater. He's the pirater. Blake O pirates all the events. That's what Blake does.
But he's not pirates Russian events because it's impossible to pirate.
Right.
Something.
He does good things, but he pisses people off because they But Blake, he's Blake.
The only deathmatch
Maybe
I
understand, but big shout out to Blake O.
I understand. I feel you too.
Come to USA 2025. Have you ever wrestled in the USA?
I never been outside of Russia.
Oh my god.
Never. Only in Russia, you know. Yeah, man. It's fucking it's awful.
Is it hard to leave for business and come back? Is it very, very difficult? Forgive my ignorance.
Very fucking difficult. It's too expensive. It's too cost. You know, in Russia, it's like right now borders are closed. You know, we don't have like American embassy anymore here. So if I want to get a visa, I need to come to at least Georgia or Czech Republic.
So you have to go somewhere else before you come to America.
Yes. So I need to go to Europe, and it will be fucking expensive. And there's not 100%, but I will get the visa. So I could go to the Europe and spend all my money and didn't get a visa. This is the main problem.
That's fucking crazy.
So
dude.
if you're trying to build a scene in Russia, are there like restrictions? Like, are there like bars that you can do deathmatch in, or do you have to go into like the woods only always?
No, we don't have such things as athletic commission here. Most of the problems with death matches here because promoters are afraid to do so, because big stars, if you can say so, stars in Russian wrestling, we don't want to do death matches, and so promoter don't want to make death matches so big stars will be like not so strong, not so powerful, because death matches it's more dangerous, and you know what I mean. Anyway,
yeah.
Has anybody from America come to Russia? Has any American deathmatch wrestlers gone to fight for your promotions?
No, deathmatch wrestlers never. But right now I live in like St. Petersburg. It's the second biggest city in Russia, and here we have promotion called Northern Storm Wrestling, NSW. and we had Colt Cabana on their show.
Of course.
One time. We had a lot of guys, from America, like 5 or 7, like big stars over the years.
Not deathmatch though, just regular, just rest,
No,
just pro
regular,
wrestling.
yeah. And NSW is not doing death matches. I had a death match on their show, and we had some kind of sold out. After that, I thought were supposed to be more death matches after that. It's like good logical conclusion, to make more death matches because more fans want to watch this. Because
Right.
Russian people won't believe in something if they don't see like blood, if they don't see the pain, like real pain. But it's a problem with the venues. Most of the venues don't want to use glass, like fire, light tubes, because everyone afraid of mercury and all that stuff. So that's how Blood and Sand started.
Well, and you must have like different light tubes than you have here in America. It must be like some different fucking shit.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
knows
Most
what the
of all,
fuck's in those Russian light tubes?
we have T8, like skinny tubes, most of all. But we found like proper tubes, like T12, but it was made in USSR.
Ah,
It's full of fucking mercury, man.
yeah, right.
We have so much stitches after that. It's the most fucked up light tubes I ever had.
Dude,
Because
the clip that I posted today, you put that fucking object onto the guy's head and you fucking smash it in his head, dude. It's
Yeah.
so good. It's so good, dude.
God hanger incident.
Ah, it's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Fucking brutal. And that was inside of a ring. There was a ring at that event.
It was in a bar.
There was a bar inside of a ring.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
a ring inside of a bar.
Yeah. I suppose this guy retires after that match.
You fucked him up, dude.
Yo, what do you think of Dmitry Alexandrov?
I saw the clips. I know about him, but I never saw the full match of his. I like him. He looks like the guy from the Orthodox icon. You know what I mean? Like from the Orthodox Church in Russia. It's like a Russian Orthodox Church, and he looks like Jesus Christ.
The Jesus.
Like he's a deathmatch Jesus.
He's called the Deathmatch Jesus. That's what he wants me to announce him as, the Deathmatch Jesus.
So, Alex, do you listen to like Slaughter to Prevail? What bands?
I'll be right
what
back.
music are you listening to?
I know Slaughter to Prevail. I love to listen Gigi Allen.
Gigi Allen! Fight it! You scum! Fight it!
Fight it, you fucking scum! Yeah, Gigi fucking Allen. I'm a big fan. I love two things: death matches and Gigi Allen.
You like offensive shit, and you don't give a fuck, basically.
Yeah.
I love that.
I did a tribute concert for Gigi Allen in Russia.
So you're a musician?
No, I just was fucked up and decided to do a tribute concert. I can send you the video.
Yeah, send it.
Video where I'm singing "Bite It, You Scum" in jock panties.
So it's like karaoke, or is there a band? Is there a band, or are you doing like karaoke?
It sounds like karaoke. This sounds like karaoke.
No, it wasn't karaoke. I found like 4 guys who wanted to do a band, and I just say, guys, we need to use as much drugs as we fucking found, and we must do this fucking shit,
That's
I have
amazing.
a place to do this. I know the guy who has this fucking venue. Let's do this.
So do you do this often, or is it like a one-time show? Do you do it?
It was one time. I song like "Bite It, You Scum," "Drink, Fight and Fuck," "Fuck Off, We Murders," and I can remember the 4th one.
You're too fucked up.
So
You're
I
too
only
fucked
have
up.
video of one song because I just fell off from the stage. and at some point I peeked under the stuff where you plug the guitar in.
The amplifier.
Yeah, I pissed under the techniques, so we're start a small fire.
You started a fire with your piss. You started a piss
Yeah,
fire.
yeah.
Very
And
GG Allen.
Very GG Allen of you.
Very GG Allen of you.
And security tried to took me to the police. I'm not sure. Took me to the streets and kill me. I'm not even sure. And I found a small clip some guy sent me with. Where's that fucking tall, big fucking monster security guy who talked with me while I am completely fucked up in a jog panties. And I have a dick in my arm,
A dildo.
No, my dick in my arm during the conversation with security, I think he was so shocked about this fucking stuff,
It's shocking shit, dude.
He could kill me because he was a huge fucking monster and I was fucked up. I couldn't
The
even
Russians
stand
are crazy. You gotta be careful.
Gotta be careful out there.
You motherfuckers are fighting bears. You fuckers fight bears over there in Russia, dude.
Also, I'm a big fan of a Russian underground rap singer, Pasha Technic.
Pasha Technic?
The song that you posted with the Blvd Bullies, I enjoyed that. Whatever song that was. You know Ice Peak? Ice Peak?
No, it wasn't Ice Peak. It was Metok.
Metok. But have you ever heard of Ice Peak?
Yep.
Yeah, they were here in America not too long ago. My wife was there. My wife went to the show and it looked insane. It looked so sick.
I suppose Ice Peak is like banned in Russia. I suppose they banned them here.
Yeah, they did that crazy music video in front of like Parliament and shit.
Yeah.
And they're like eating raw meat. They're eating the raw meat.
Yeah, it was sick. It was awesome, man.
Yeah, I love that shit.
I suppose we now live in Europe or even America.
Too.
Because in Russia, we wanted to put them in jail.
It's crazy shit over there. Russia's crazy shit.
Yeah, man. Actually, I suppose now it's USSR back again. Because censorship here in Russia, like all that stuff, it's like the second Iron Curtain. I can't even use Instagram and Facebook without VPN.
That's crazy, bro.
Facebook and Instagram is like blocked in Russia. It's like Russian government thinks that Facebook and Instagram, like the Meta organization, is like a terrorist organization or some shit.
That's wild. But do you have like Russian Instagram and shit? Is there like Russian Twitter and shit?
No. We have like VK, like Contact. It's like Russian Facebook, but we don't have something like Instagram here.
That's why. So anybody that's using it in Russia is using VPN.
Yes, most of the people I know don't even use Instagram anymore because VPN is the big hemorrhoid. Also, you need a new VPN like every 2 weeks or so because every VPN here is blocked.
They'll catch on to that shit.
Yeah. It's. I'm afraid that Zoom won't be working without VPN, but it's working. It's good.
Good, dude. Your internet, impeccable Russian internet.
Perfect Russian internet.
Actually, Russian internet is like the most cheapest, and the speed is very fucking good.
That's crazy. You've been sound and visual very good, better than Larry Legend.
Yeah,
if you're living in shit, at least your internet must be good.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
Listen.
Fair, touche.
At least something. If I can get a marijuana, maybe I can get a cheap internet at least.
Larry, it looks like you're just doing a massive amount of cocaine off your table or something.
Yeah, with that jacket. That's a cocaine jacket.
Oh, it's DHL, man.
Oh my god.
Nice.
What's Russian cocaine like?
Never even tried it.
Wow.
I tried opioids and marijuana. That's all.
Okay. It's like sweet pills.
I I smoked opioid like one time, and that's it. But it was cool. It was epic.
Do they have like psychedelic? You ever try like mushrooms or like psychedelic LSD?
Yeah, we have mushrooms like psychedelic mushrooms in a lot of forests here. You know, yeah, we have mushrooms. But my favorite is, of course, weed.
Same, you know? Classic.
Same.
You know, it's even better than alcohol. As I
agree. I like to sip too. We sip here on Blvd Bullies.
Yeah, we're a mess.
Yeah.
So what's your top 4?
He gave it to us, Patrick.
I want to hear matches.
Oh,
all-time matches.
Terry Funk versus Taboo from ECW, Born to be Wired.
Born to be Wired. Number 1?
No, number 1 is Terry Funk versus Atsushi Onita.
Wow.
Exploding no rope barbed wire match. So number 2, Born to be Wired, Sabu versus Terry Funk. Number 3, John Zandig versus Necro Butcher from Tournament of Death 2007, no rope barbed wire. And number 4 will be Nick Gage versus Schlag from the GCW show.
Oh, 2017.
Yeah.
With the phone book. Save the Shank phone book.
Yes.
They both, so brilliant. They both toss one referee. And then they go prison Shank phone book. Absolutely fucking amazing.
Yes. It's legendary, you know?
Yeah. And then there's the one move with all the chairs off the turnbuckle to the outside.
Also, I love the match like Matt Tremont versus Necro Butcher with the cinder blocks all over the ring. You know.
Oh, that's Gage.
Also Nick Gage. Nick Gage Invitational. They're Matt Tremont and Schlack are actually doing the second ever one of those matches coming up soon.
I saw the announcement. Yeah, you know, I'm a big, you know, deathmatch mark, man. I know everything and see everything because
you're a deathmatch elite moderator. You're a moderator.
Yeah, but with VPN, it's not very good.
Brian, you didn't say that this guy was a moderator.
He's right. No, I'm not even. I was banned. You know, I was removed for my shenanigans.
Top 4 video game.
GTA 4 is number 1.
GTA 5.
GTA 5, GTA 4. You know, GTA 4 is like the most Russian game I ever had.
You look like you could be in GTA 4, actually.
Yeah. Let's go to the bowling, cousin.
Yes, dude.
Зачем есть картошку, если есть капуста? Vladdy boy.
Oh,
hello,
my dude. All right, so 5 and 4.
Yeah, you know, it's like GTA 4 is like the most Russian game ever because it's so angry and gray, you know, like rain all the time, you know. The Nico Bellic looks like me right now, you know, like stupid jacket, you know, all of that stuff, you know. I like it really. Also, like second best game, Postal. Do you know it?
Oh, I've played Postal 2.
Postal 2, yeah.
A lot of peeing, a lot of fire.
Postal 3 sucks. Postal 2, awesome. You know, like the dude killing people with shovel, silver head. Like,
it's very Russian. Very Russian.
Know, you can tap air and like unzip and piss all over the game.
Yeah, they have a zip, unzip, and you piss. Yep. Classic.
You can use cats as a silencer for the shotgun.
Cats.
Yeah, it's greatest game ever, you know, Postal 2.
I have played Postal 2.
The third one, I love Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Do you play on? Do you play online?
No, I'm so stupid. I like the single player.
Fair. I don't like my wife plays the multiplayer. I suck at it. I suck at multiplayer.
You know, I just like the storytelling of these, like the Surgeon Soap, McTavish, you know, Captain Price, you know, or like all that war from 2007 part. You know, it's awesome shooter. I like it. You know, the cutscenes, you know, all that stuff. It's pretty epic. You know, it's not my fault that I killed Russian all these games of Call of Duty, you know, but it's a cool game anyway.
The Russian, yeah, you have to. I feel like in America, it's like, yeah, the Russian is the bad guy. You have to shoot them.
Yeah.
So if you play that game, you have to shoot Russian soldiers. It sucks.
Yeah, most of the time, you know, most of the time. You know, I played Call of Duty like 100 times. You know, I'm like I jerked on Call of Duty. So I felt myself American because of how much Russians though at this fucking game, you know?
How did you learn English at school, or is it like self-taught English?
Through Call of Duty, dude.
Did you learn through like Call of Duty and movies?
Yeah, Call of Duty movies, you know, school, I was the only one in class who like teached English, you know, it was the only one subject I liked.
That's fucking dope, dude.
Russian language is fucking difficult, man, you know. I think I write on English better than on Russian. And I love English language, you know, very fucking much. I also like studied English from the commentary on death matches in the pro wrestling.
Right, just listening to motherfuckers.
Listening all the time, you know, from my childhood, all the fucking time. Like first 2 years, I couldn't understand the shit, you know, it was like a white noise. And now I understand more when I can talk, you know, I'm like
dude,
a dog.
it's fucking crazy.
Damn,
this has been highly enjoyable.
I don't think I could watch some like soccer games in Spanish and just learn Spanish. That sounds crazy to me. I would never do that.
You know, I watch movies only on English with subtitles.
Wow, for how long? For like your whole life?
The most of all, yeah.
All right, top 4 movies.
Top 4 movies. The first one is The Green Elephant. Did you ever heard about it?
I've never heard of The Green Elephant.
No, give us a pitch.
This is the most fucked up movie made in Russia that you ever heard of. Believe me, guys, Green Elephant.
Where do you watch The Green Elephant? Can we find this on like
It's I suppose Green Elephant on YouTube with English subtitles for free.
VPN.
It's horror? It's horror movie?
You know, it's like some kind of art house, you know, so you can't even describe what the fuck is this, you know, it's very fucked up, man. Just check it out.
Green Elephant. Fucked up shit.
You need to smoke a lot of and watch it. It's something, man. So Green Elephant is the first one. I'm a big fan of Robert Rodriguez. Also, I'm a big fan of Quentin Tarantino, you know. So I like the Kill Bill. Very much, you know, Kill Bill. I like pretty much every movies from the Rodriguez, but let's say the Sin City.
Oh, I love that fucking movie, dude.
That's epic, you know. I like it. Like
Epic
the sequel too. So also I love John Woo action movies. You know John Woo.
Oh yeah.
It's like a Chinese director, I suppose. Also, you know, Hard Boiled movie.
Face Off.
Great. Yeah, Face Off.
Larry hates Face Off.
I'm a big fan of Ace Ventura.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Alrighty then. Greatest movie, you know.
Yeah, also very good.
A wimmowe.
So you like Disney movies too, or Lion King? Oh no, that's Ace Ventura.
That's Ace Ventura, Brian.
Right. It's also Lion King, you fucks. Lion King is a great movie.
So what's like the match that you're most proud of that you could tell our fans to go watch? Is it on your YouTube, you think?
My most famous and most brutal match, it was like the barefoot match versus Megadon Cross, where the ring was burned to the ground. I'm not even sure if you saw it. Like fire.
I saw clips of it. I saw clips of it.
I feel like I've been friends with you on Facebook for a longer time, a very long, strange time for no reason.
Also I love match. It's on the YouTube too. It's called Muay Boren Death Match. I said before, I became a bigger fan of pro wrestling after I saw like a local Russian promotion on the TV. So in 2019, I debuted there. So I watched them when I was like 8 or 10 years old, and I debuted in their promotion in like 2019, and I did a death match.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
So it was for the first time when I was there, and it was like one of the first death matches there. And my best friend and tag team partner Alexei Hitrich, with whom we started all the death matches here in Russia, we did this match with him, and he debuted in that federation, but was banned on it. So it was like a little bit historical for me. So at the end of the fight, like every fans came to the ring and start to like clap to the mat, So all the fans all over the ring, and me and Alexei, we was in a blood and in a fucking tears because of that fucking emotions inside. You did something that wait a minute. They said you couldn't done that, It's like the name of the CZW show from the past. And I suppose W made the show with the same name also. So that's how I can describe this. Everybody said like death matches suck, it never will be like in the biggest federation and all that stuff, but we did it. It was impossible, but we did it, and it was like historical, at least for me.
Man, I love that. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
What are some Russian chants? Do the Russian fans chant? And if so, what do they chant?
Most of the chants just translated from the English. For example, "Fight Forever" will be on Russian "Бейтесь вечно." Also, like "Holy shit" will be "Офигеть." And also there's like the chant only they use it in death matches. It's called "Да будет месиво." We're always screaming that stuff. "Да будет месиво, да будет месиво." On English it'll be "Let's the bloody mess begin." Something like that.
Yes, hell yeah. So what's the rhythm? What's the rhythm?
Yeah, do the chant. Do the chant.
And also, all fans, like you win like 7 Nation Army motto to chant for me, like Alexander Nabiev. I don't know how, we're just using it, all the time.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Very sport. It's very soccer. Very soccer.
And I don't know if you saw it, but me and Alexei Hitrich, we were on a Russian national TV, like in some Jerry Springer show, something like that. And we discussed death matches, like on a national TV for the first time ever,
Recently.
What?
It was recent? This was recently?
When?
It was like the last year. I posted the clips on my Facebook page. I can send it to you because it's very funny. Because all the people where we don't know what pro wrestling is all about, and we watch how people put syringes in my mouth, how I slice people with the box cutters, and we even saw the cut hanger incident. So everyone on the TV was like angry on us and thought that we are some kind of junkie BDSM lovers. And I think it's some way we're right.
Midway between.
Yeah.
Do Russian wrestling fans follow WWE?
Yes. Most of the people in Russia don't even watch Russian wrestling or American indie wrestling or death matches. They only watch WWE. I don't know how it's possible because Russian people are crazy. Did you ever saw Russian porn?
Russian porn?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so
It's
either.
like,
Might need a
it's
VPN to
like
get it.
I'm not sure, but it's always like the ad house. Most of the Russian porn just like the green elephant.
I never saw Green Elephant.
It always have like some different vibe. Like the Slav vibe. Like the jackets, like all that stuff. The carpets on the wall, like all that.
Right.
It's like the cheap Slav style. So I don't understand why people in Russia loves WWE because it's completely opposites. It's like
Maybe that's why it's just something they're not used to seeing. It's just like something
maybe.
completely different.
Maybe. Because I thought like death matches, it's like the only answer for Russian wrestling.
Dude, I think of any. I can't even believe that it's not huge in Russia.
Yeah.
It's insane to me.
Do they have Battle Bang in Russia?
What?
Battle Bang?
What it is?
Battle Bang is like it pretends to be a wrestling or MMA fight, but then becomes porn.
Maybe I'll start with shit like the death
Bring it to Russia.
Yeah,
you got to bring the
double
battle
VP.
bang to Russia.
Yeah.
So my final question for you, Alex, is if you came to America, do you have like a dream promotion that you would want to fight in? Do you like CZ, like a Tournament of Death, or like Circle 6, GCW, XPW? Do you have like a deathmatch land that you would like to visit most?
Of course, Tournament of Death, because that was the first deathmatch show I ever saw in my entire life. So it's like the promised land, for me of the death matches. Everybody knows about Tournament of Death. Even in Russia, if you talk with someone who likes death matches, they only know CZW. Only CZW. No matter if nowadays CZW is not like they used to be.
Wow.
But I suppose Tournament of Death 21 is like the great. If we ever see the tournament,
We're still waiting. We're still waiting.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming.
Probably
God
'cause
damn
of
it!
Blvd Bullies, most likely. Taking it international.
So CZW is the dream. CZW is the dream.
Tournament of Death is the dream. Yeah, but also I like XPW because of the fuck you motor.
Well, Brian destroyed that company, so don't even stress about that. We'll figure out a CZW thing.
It's still alive and coming. God damn it!
Larry, before we let Alex go, do you have any questions?
Yeah, motherfuckers, let's do this. I need questions because I need to practice on English very much.
You ever interact with Thumbtack Jack at all?
Ever what?
Interact with Thumbtack Jack.
Never.
Interact, talk to. You ever
Never.
reach out to Thumbtack
Never,
Jack?
ever.
Do you interact with any American deathmatch wrestlers just to like talk to them and just like talk shit?
Yeah, a lot of.
That's awesome.
The Necro Butcher with Texan sometimes, Madman Panda, we talked to, it's also the mind blowing for me because when you talk to the people you growing up watching, it's very fucking cool, because for me, these guys are bigger than WWE stars,
Mm-hmm.
I respect WWE because it's like the top of the mountain in the world of pro wrestling, but I don't give a fuck about them because I love death much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not a hater on of WWE because it's the dream of everybody to do this, to make this a full-time job. You know what I mean, and all that stuff. But I love death matches no matter what.
I think it's called something. I think it's different if you're digging human bones.
I have photos, you know, like, a lot of fucking skeletons. We even
That's
found
cool as fuck, dude.
like twin brothers, like small, you know, dead twin brothers, like 2 years old or something.
He was a human archaeologist.
What?
You dug human bones. Research.
But are these people that were murdered? Are they like murdered people that you're uncovering? In the
uncovered bones.
Like, or are they cavemen? Are they like cavemen bones?
You never know.
It was the 13th century. Bones.
Oh, so it's like prehistoric bones.
Yeah, no, 13th century.
No, historic bones.
Historic.
Yeah, but you know, the city I'm from, you know, Nizhny Novgorod, it was founded in a 1221 year. My city was founded, you know, it's old fucking city. So we have a Kremlin, and we digged in a Kremlin. So we found bones inside of a Kremlin territory from the 15th century.
I don't even know what does that. What does that even mean? What's a Kremlin territory?
Kremlin territory. I'm not sure how to describe it to you. You know, it's like because this city is some kind of ancient. You know, it started inside of a. It started inside of a, like, you know,
like a cave.
We probably should know this. We probably shouldn't even know this. He's on a VPN. We probably shouldn't even know this, dude.
Do you at least know what Kremlin is?
Oh my god!
It sounds like a car.
I
thought a Kremlin was a car.
Car?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck a Kremlin is.
I don't know how to explain what the fuck Kremlin is because, you know, I don't know how to translate this fucking meaning on English.
Is it like a desert area? Is it just like an area of land?
No, you know,
Kremlin?
it's like some kind of castle with
the
big territory.
So it's like a build. It's like a building. It's
like the White House. It's like the White House, Brian.
Got it. No, it's not just the White House. You know, it's like the territory, like the big fucking castle, and around the castle you have territory with walls. You know,
like a moat.
I suppose, and all cities like started from that stuff. You know. In Russia, fuck, it's hard to even explain it on Russian to someone who don't know what Kremlin is.
Yeah, no, I'm starting to get the picture though.
I don't know why I know what Kremlin is, but you know, I think every people who was born in Russia knows what Kremlin is. that's it, you know.
All right, Larry. Final questions for our friend Alex. Thank you so much, by the way. You're amazing.
Yeah, this was awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank you guys.
I think we covered it all.
Alex, where can our fans find you? Drop your Instagram and your YouTube, or say the words that people can know, and we'll put it in the description as well afterwards.
I can text it, you know. My Instagram is LightTubesLover.
And is there a YouTube that we can go to watch you as well?
Yeah, you know, you just search on YouTube like Alex Nabiev deathmatch, Alex Nabiev versus, and all that stuff. There's plenty of stuff on the internet.
And you said Alex Nabiev. Alex Nabiev. That's how you pronounce it? I was fucking right, and these motherfuckers corrected me. I just want to say Alex Nabiev is the correct way to say it.
Yes, it's the correct way.
Fuck yeah. I knew I was correct.
And what guys thought it's correct? How they pronounced it?
Patrick corrected me.
How?
He said Nabiev. He said Nabiev.
We were thinking.
No,
Alex Nabiev. You know, Alex Nabiev.
Nabiev.
Oh, so it's right. Is it
Say
Nabiev
it
or is it
again.
Nabiev? It's the same.
Nabiev.
Nabiev. So I was wrong. I was wrong.
Pretty much the same, you know. Nabiev. You know, it's
I was close.
We
yeah,
did it.
pretty
We
much
all
close.
did it. All right.
did
Hey,
it.
thank you for stopping by.
Hey guys, also like one more thing, you know. Larry Legend is the greatest announcer ever.
Oh my God.
Who
I
is?
fucking love his work, you know.
Who?
Larry Legend,
Larry Legend.
That's
greatest announcer ever, greatest MC ever. You know, I really like it. Most of the time, when I saw shows, and Larry Legend is like the MC of the show, you know, I'm not skip it. I listen to him because it's very fucking cool.
Because we come for Larry.
we all come for Larry. Larry,
He's
wake up!
Larry, wake up over here. We're
This
playing with the
Russian
cat's butt.
gentleman's paying
He's
you a
complimenting.
compliment.
I hear everything.
Larry's got the good weed. I'm jealous. I want it so bad, guys, so fucking bad. Just one joint, please.
You know, I get it. I get it. I get it from the Jake the Snake of getting baked ruckus.
Wow. It's so fucking cool, man. And you know how in Russia we smoke weed?
Out of cans?
With an apple?
We're using like wait a minute. Like you put like weed shit, you know, and
Gravity,
the bottle
gravity
inside.
bong. Gravity
Gravity
bong.
bong, yeah, gravity bong.
That's
I understand.
awesome.
That gets you high as fuck.
That's
And
awesome.
this is my name right now.
Oh no!
Yeah, October 30, I will get the surgery.
The night before Halloween.
Spooky.
Oh yeah.
Well, good luck. Good luck to you. We hope the best. We want to see you killing people and just carving them and making them bloody, and we want to see you bleed. So come back soon.
I hope 6 or like 8 months from now, I'm gonna come back.
6 or 8 months. Hey, favorite horror movie?
I liked Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah, great classic.
Kind of
Classic,
cool.
classic.
Classic, you know, classic. And also, I like the classic Paramount Pictures horror movies like Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff, you know, like the original Dracula, original Frankenstein, you know.
Classic shit. You like the classic shit.
Yeah, I love old school. I love classic shit.
All right, well, we're gonna have our subscribers and followers search you out, and we're gonna post this, and we're gonna tag you, and we're gonna love you forever.
guys. Big thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
What a great time. Thank you so much for your time.
You have to depart. You have to end the call.
Yeah, you hang up.
This is
Okay,
always,
guys. Thank you.
thank you,
Bye.
dude.
Thank you.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you. Wow.
Yeah.
What a time. What a good interview.
That was awesome, dude.
This is so interesting. I wanted to ask him all my ignorant questions about Russia and its state of being, but I tried to hold back a little bit.
Can you update us on the Mets game?
Oh my God, they won 8-4. They won a long time ago, 8-4, dude. Game 1.
So does that mean they're in the World Series?
No. They have to beat the Brewers 2 out of 3, and then they will go to the King of the Ring finals or the semifinals. Then they'll have to go to the King of the Ring finals. Then they'll have to
And
go to the World Series.
who is the possible challenger? What are the two teams that are
who
opposing?
wins this matchup plays the Philadelphia Phillies.
Shout out Kid Osborne.
Wasn't he such a cool and interesting guy, though?
I thought that
Yes.
might have been one of our
Yes.
best interviews, just for the fact that he was from a different country, and I
God,
thought that
that
was cool.
DHL
as fuck.
jacket was so fucking cool, dude.
Yeah,
How was he
that
so
was
cool?
awesome. I don't know. His internet was awesome though. He was at one point he kept rocking his phone. I didn't. I didn't wanna
I
say
thought the
anything.
feds were going to come in and They're gonna stop him.
That was awesome.
Larry, he said that he was a fan of yours too in the end, which warmed my cold heart.
Oh, I hear everything.
All right, so I guess that's pretty much it. Who's the winner of the T-shirt, Brian?
Wesley Easter is the winner of this week's giveaway.
And I have a Vince McMahon medium Evil Empire. You understand? Bulls on parade. You get it?
Such an underrated design.
It's a whole fucking pun, dude. Anyway, that's pretty much it. So comment on this video if you want to win the Vince McMahon thing. Yo, shout out to Alex. How do you say it?
Nabiev.
Nabiev.
I mean, I said Nabiev, and he said I was right.
Nabiev. Yeah, he said that he said that both were right.
Right. He said they were close enough. He said they're close.
Everybody's saying that we should have a cooking show with Alex, like we did with Shane Mercer. He said Green Elephant.
Oh, yeah.
John Richter, shout out to you. Yes, classic. Salute and all the best to Mr. Nabiev. This has been an amazing show. Now, that was awesome. He was very interesting. Clap, clap, clap. Even the evil Bran is clapping. Urka, part 2, after his surgery. See how it went. Nice. Mets won. Had an amazing interview with Alex. Great night indeed. Russian internet is better than Baltimore. LOL. Another magical evening. Thank you, everybody. Final thoughts, final words. I can't wait to see more of Alex in the world. I can't wait to see this final TOD edit. What are the chances that it's going to be anything other than just an edit that's always existed for 1,000 years?
I think it's going to be completely fine, and people are just impatient motherfuckers.
What, do they, like, bring a drone or something?
But people are making fun of the people and saying that they didn't even push record.
Also, is it true that Shannon has quit and gone back to life as a civilian?
That's what the people are saying. The people are saying that Sharon is no longer answering any wrestling-related messages.
She talks to me.
Well, you're her friend. I'm saying from people that she doesn't give a fuck about.
Hello, Larry.
She's no longer answering your questions.
Talks to me.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. That was the spookiest thing that's happened all day, dude.
It's October the 1st.
Why are you being so spooky?
It's October the 1st.
Well, this weekend is actually a very large weekend for deathmatch. The UK is coming.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
For the deathmatch extravaganza weekend.
Oh,
and
are they?
ICW Chains is returning.
Is that this weekend?
It's this coming weekend.
I can't
believe. A whole smorgasbord of UK wrestling is upon us.
We are finally going to see the match that everybody from America and everybody from the UK has been clamoring to see and begging, which is Danny DeMonto versus Big Joe.
Is that going on?
It's supposed to be happening in NHB.
I think the match is, I don't know.
Oh, you guys, what's the deal here? What's the deal? I thought that was the match.
I don't know anything about NHB. They're doing the tour now.
You said it's this weekend, Brian.
Motherfuckers. It starts October Saturday. Whatever Saturday's date is, October the 5th. October the 5th is the first day of the ICW World Tour.
Okay. So the World Tour starts.
Right.
The tour starts.
But it's not just there's
Anything about it.
It's the Rise. There's the whole Rise weekend. It's a whole Rise weekend. They're doing 3 shows, I think, at
Who's on it, Brian?
Thank you. I'm getting some validation from the chat. Chase says Danny versus Big Joe, the match nobody asked for. That was the joke.
So apparently,
Big Joe. Who else is on it, Brian?
That might be at the season finale. That may be at the last leg of the tour. Of the World Tour.
Well, I know Atticus is the champion.
So he's on it?
I don't. I think. I don't
Hey,
know.
what about POR's
Has there been a
deathmatch
graphic?
tournament?
Has there
Hardcore
been a
Grand
graphic
Prix.
about Atticus fighting someone?
I think there's a storyline going on that
But
there's
has
only.
there been a graphic about Atticus fighting anyone?
No Atticus. Just tweets from Daniel
The Kirks?
DeMonto.
Have the Kirks?
Just
Are the
tweets.
Kirks
Just
on
tweets.
it? Are the Kirks?
I don't think the Kirks are on it.
What
Larry.
about
What about
POR's
Akira?
deathmatch tournament?
Is Akira
Hardcore
on the
Grand
show?
Prix.
I don't think he's announced for
Akira
it.
on it?
I don't think he's
Akira?
announced for it. No.
What about Cruel?
Cruel? No.
Cruel's everywhere, dude. You never know where he's going to pop up.
I feel like he was just somewhere.
Hey, friend of the program, Gigi
Who's
Allen.
on this show in the UK? Just Danny?
No, it's in America. UK is coming to America.
They're coming here.
It's the UK weekend. It's the UK extravaganza
It's a
in
weekend
America.
extravaganza in America.
Right. No one's going to the UK. All of them are coming here.
They're all coming.
Sorry, Larry. It was misunderstood. The world tour starts at the H2O Center. Is where the
No, I
world
mean
tour starts.
they're undergoing maintenance and things.
I thought they were in the UK.
No,
They're
Larry.
undergoing maintenance.
It's a world tour that starts in Jersey.
Exactly.
Ah.
I think it might end in Chicago. The world tour.
I didn't know anything about it.
All right. Well, I think that pretty much does it for this episode of Blvd Bullies versus the World. I think we're at
Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you, Shannon. Hey,
R.I.P.
rest in peace, baby. She took me.
This one wasn't my fault. This one wasn't on me.
Well, I mean,
you can't
Brian,
blame Shannon.
We'll explore that next week. I mean, she did take us
You know
out
what
for
Shannon did?
pierogies.
You know what Shannon did? Shannon helped draw 500 motherfucking holes to the Ebenezer Church Road in Townsend, Delaware. She helped draw 500 holes to the Ebenezer Church Road in Townsend, Delaware. And then she said, you know what, bitch? I'm hanging up my boots.
I think
She
that
said,
was
fuck
what happened. She left her
everybody's
boots in
annoying
the
as
ring.
fuck.
Speaking of H2O Center, 7 one-night stand got moved due to maintenance and things. So that's why I'm saying I think that those H2O Center shows that you guys are all talking about, I think they're all getting moved.
No, I think that reason is actually not a very truthful reason.
No, they have maintenance and things. Maintenance and such.
Maintenance and such. I don't think it has anything to do with maintenance.
Well, I mean, I heard that he is not renewing the lease.
No, he's just moving. That's because he's moving to Michigan.
Could that be end things?
That's what I'm saying. Maintenance and such.
But when is the 7 show?
Well, it's not
October
at the thing
19th.
anymore. It's at another place.
October 19th.
It's in a different shithole.
October
now.
19th.
October 19th is like basically the middle of. It's not like. I feel like it has nothing to do with maintenance.
It's the same day as Carnage Cup 14.
Listen, I know what I'll be watching. Anything
So, Larry,
that
you're going to be at
Legend
7.
is
Larry's going to be at
included
7. Larry, you're going to be at 7, right? Or you're going to be at Carnage Cup.
I guess I'm just going to have to do them both.
Ah, so I actually Masada is actually on both as well.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Masada's going to break
Masada's
every bone in Larry's
Yeah.
body
At
and
the
put him in his
Carnage Cup.
carry-on.
But isn't the Carnage Cup 2 days?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, what is the next XPW date announced?
there's no dates.
Well, I think it's
officially
unofficially the
announced for
Carnage
XPW.
Cuppa.
No XPW dates.
I think
Only-
XPW
So
XPW
the,
does have
the
its
next
hand
real,
in it.
the next real XPW date is Carnage Cup.
Yeah, Cuppa.
It's not. I mean, okay. I mean, technically, but it's not
Well,
an
there's
XPW
going to be an exclusive
event. It will be
podcast.
Martini's there.
There's going to be
Yeah,
Larry
it will be
Legend.
also
Yeah, that's what
there.
I'm
Cat
talking
Martini.
about. That's what I'm talking about.
It will also
I mean,
be
me and Brian
streamed on
didn't get an invite.
streamxpw.com. We were
I
invited.
mean, Brian didn't get an invite, but, you know, hey.
We're not being.
Come with Larry.
Cuppa.
We mean, anytime. Well, you know we would if we could. Anytime
You were just in LA working the door.
I know. It was not
the-
easy. It
I
wasn't
mean,
easy.
who's
You
going to
wanna
work
work-
the door
you wanna
at this
work
show
the
without you,
field?
Brian?
Brian, do you want to work the field? You
Work
have
the
to work
field.
the door. You can work the field.
You should work the field. Because as a fan, there's nobody that I loved more to heckle and make fun of, just with all my energy as I was pulling into the CZW parking lot of Tournament of Death, than the guy who was working the field.
Well, you know what? Fuck you, because you need those people, and without those people, there is no show. So suck a dick, you.
Yeah.
The field hands.
You. Screw
The
you.
field
need
hands.
the field hands.
They're the unsung heroes of all shows. You need those people.
I thank them, Brian. I thank
I'm
them.
not talking to you. I'm
Thank
talking
you.
to Patrick.
Thank God.
Patrick is the one that's
I'm
being.
saying as a
Thank God.
fan, if I was...
Long Island, thank God.
If
Well,
I
as a
was-
fan,
if
it's
I
fun.
was true
It's fun to
Brian,
heckle anything. It's
Yeah.
fun to heckle anything that's going on.
There wasn't
But
too long ago
you
that
still have to
Brian would be
appreciate-
rolling in, throwing eggs at those very yard workers, screaming at them, pointing the Larry head in their face,
I still do.
telling them to suck his cock.
I didn't. You're making me tight.
Well, just don't forget your neon vest at home if you're gonna go.
I think that we may have to travel to this 7 show on October the 15th.
Yeah, right. Okay.
19.
October the 19th. Everybody wants us to go, Patrick,
The 7 show.
to the 7
I
show.
haven't heard anybody wanting that for us.
Because you don't partake in the internet. I partake, and I see what the people say. The people want the Blvd Bullies at that 7 show.
The
We-
Rhinestone Cowboy, thank you for your segment tonight. Thoughts from a cowboy, thoughts of a cowboy says, hey, Larry Legend, I'll see you at the CNGC, the Carnage Cup.
No, you. Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Are you
I'll be
excited?
there.
Are you excited for which? Are you equally excited for both, or are you like dreading?
Yeah.
Are you dreading having
I
to
am
go to one and then
excited
like
for
fucking
everything.
that books Larry? You're excited for anybody that wants to book Larry. I
That's right.
understand.
He's very,
That's
very
right.
busy. Hey, thank you, for Larry, for staying with us all show and until the end.
Should we reveal? Are we going to reveal that there will be a new segment at the end of the show starting?
No, we're going to take
soon?
that as it comes. Tune in next week to hear new October ideas. By the way, starting tomorrow, Blvd Bullies Halloween shirts, $19.99 on boulevardbullies.bigcartel.com, and we might even do a 3 for $50.
How much are they usually?
$25.
Oh,
Yeah.
3 for $50 is nice. Well,
Everybody,
3 for
thank
yeah.
you for watching. Thank you for supporting the Blvd Bullies. We continue to change and evolve as the times, request that of us. And if Brian can work the field, we can keep doing our show on YouTube. And by behalf of Larry's Cats and Larry Legend and Brian Ginsberg, the one take July Ginsberg guy, we love you. And thank you so much for watching. However, if you're our enemies, die slow. Out of time. Bye-bye.
motherfucker.